Well guys, we're hitting 10,000 subscribers, so it's time for a 10K Q&A. Hey guys, welcome to Work Life Glue, where we glue work and life together one piece at a time, and we are so grateful to you guys who come back to our channel, who watch our videos over and over again. We are very close to, or have already reached 10,000 by the time this video goes live, 10,000 subscribers, and we are just so grateful. We've worked really hard to grow our channel, to spread love and information and knowledge and all kinds of stuff to people to help support working parents, daycare providers, moms, dads, and just, you know, really help people through what we've experienced. So if you found any value on our channel, we just want to say thank you for joining us. And so in honor of this big milestone for us, we're going to be doing a 10K Q&A. We've already posted 2 videos about daycare questions that people have asked, because there were a lot of them. But today we're going to answer the more personal, non-daycare related questions. Right. So let's just jump right in. So the first question is, I have a question for San. I'm not sure if you are fluent in Lao, but will you be teaching the girls any of your native language? And just to preface, so I'm white. Yeah. San's Lao.
I'm Lao, 100%, I think. But I did not learn very much of it. I know like some basic words. My mom and dad plan on teaching or have tried teaching Celia some words, but you know, she's 3
and she's not immersed in it.
Right, so I think because the girls are not immersed in it, I don't think it's gonna happen. But I mean, as they get older, I'll probably like I'll teach them some words. And you know, it's funny because I can understand it very well, but I can't speak it very well.
Yeah, which is a normal thing. Like, it's usually easier to understand.
I have a few drinks to me, then for some reason I can speak it better than I usually can.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, I wish they could learn it better, but like that, like I said, if it wasn't for me not knowing it,
since he doesn't speak much of it, yeah.
Kind of productive. So.
Yeah. I'd like to know how you edit your videos, how you make the picture image for your thumbnail viewable on YouTube, and what time of day you typically film to get such good lighting. So, editing over the years has changed a lot, but we now use Adobe Premiere.
Love it.
Right? That's what's called?
Yes, Adobe Premiere.
Really love it.
Yeah. And we have like the package where you have access to all the applications
for Adobe. So we have Photoshop, Lightroom.
We recommend
it's like $50 a month. We got a sale, so it's like $30 a month. And
then for editing, like
pictures, we use PicMonkey. Sometimes I go into Photoshop. I have experience with that. I used to be a photographer, and I know what I'm doing. So, but like the words and stuff on the thumbnails, we use PicMonkey mostly just because it's really easy.
That's not too expensive either. For
it's like $8 a month. Yeah. And we used to use Canva. I didn't like it as much.
Yeah, it was okay for a while.
It didn't save the picture just like what it looked like on Canva, but
great to start with.
Yeah, because that was free.
Yes.
And then as far as lighting, right now we usually don't use lights because I try to get videos edited or filmed really quickly while the girls are napping on the weekends. So like right now we're in front of our big bay window.
Like right here. So we do have a nicer set of lights. There's 2 of them. They'll go like on opposite ends of the camera, but it takes some time to set up. It gets really hot.
Very hot.
Like Sarah just said, she wants to knock these videos out. You know.
Yeah, content's the most important, but thank you for saying our lighting is good because we're literally just using natural light. So
that's what I say, like pretty good.
Okay. With being a mixed race, have you ever encountered any negativity? What will you say to the girls if they ever do? That's kind of a hard thing. Like, I feel like we encountered it more before we were married and before we haven't had very many instances of racism. We've had a couple.
Maybe I'm just naive because I don't really care or pay attention.
Yeah. You know? There has been like an instance where, and sometimes you don't know if it's race driven, but it feels that way at times. Like one time we were at a clothing store waiting to be helped, and like they kept the people like kept, they weren't doing anything. They kept like, we were like, excuse me, and they just kept like grabbing stuff and not really doing anything.
Or they just didn't care too.
Right. I don't know if it was racial, but it felt racial.
I guess the one time we were visiting her grandma, in wherever her hometown, and a gentleman that she knew growing up said some remark. It was to the tune of like, I didn't expect you to be here, as in like, does that mean of my nationality or what? You know, like I think that was probably the only time I've ever picked up on it. And
well, no, when we were at a grocery store once, we were at like a Red Box behind this couple, and the girl goes, grab, or the guy or the girl goes like, grab your purse, hold it close or something. Like they were trying to whisper it. Oh, and they looked back at San. Like I was irate after that, but
yeah, I guess.
And then one time we were at, like, one of the few times we've been to a nightclub for our friend's 21st birthday years ago.
Oh yeah, that was.
We were dressed perfectly to their dress code, and we waited in the frigid cold in early March for in Minnesota, out in our dresses and our heels, freezing our butts off.
Everything.
And everybody around us had like tennis shoes, and they weren't following the dress code, but they were all white.
Yeah.
And the bouncer didn't let us in and let everybody else in.
He was black. So
yeah, so I don't know, but if I actually wrote to them and saying how disgusted I was.
Yeah.
Because it felt so racial, and I'm like, I'm a white person writing. Anyway.
But back to the second half of the question before it gets too long. I think we're just gonna tell them, like, you know, you're gonna have that, and then if they ask you what you are, just be honest.
Be honest.
Be like, I'm a mixed race. I have a lot of lineage in me, and this is how I am.
English, Irish, German, Scottish,
and,
Lao.
Know, I guess when I don't really know what I would tell them to just, you know, just kill them with kindness.
Well, and what we say a lot, like Celia's really into she says rules a lot, so she'll say like, you don't go up to someone and say, you have a funny shirt. That's not nice. So we always tell her, yep, God makes everybody different. Like if we see somebody with a disability out in public and she kind of looks at them and asks me about it, I just say, well, God makes everybody different, honey. Everybody's different. Right. And I think that's just more what we want to teach them, that like, no matter what your race is or anything, we all are unique and individual and created perfectly, and to love others in that same way.
Yeah.
Do you have any weight loss tips? I've noticed you lost your baby weight. You look great. Thank you. I owe that all to the camera angles. I have not lost the baby weight. So I do appreciate that. I'm careful about how I film because I'm very self-conscious about my body right now. I will just be really honest with you guys. So I started my pregnancy with Bryony at about 130 pounds. My goal weight, my like best weight I've ever been my whole life, was in college. I was 115 pounds, like super fit, thin, ate really well, exercise all the time. Before Celia and before Bryony, I was about 130 pounds, and I was still pretty healthy, but I wasn't like working out a ton. And now, after Bryony, even though I was super active during my pregnancy, going for walks, playing with the kids, pushing the quad stroller all summer, I am now like 150 to 155. So definitely have not lost the baby weight. I thank you for saying I look okay. But I'm planning to do, we're hoping to do this keto diet. We're loosely doing it. With nursing Bryony exclusively.
I'm calling it low carb / lazy
keto.
keto because I can go on a rant on keto. I'm not going to do that in this video. But for weight loss tips, honestly guys, it's calories in, calories out at the end of the day.
Well,
you can do any paleo, keto, Atkins, whatever diet you find, at the end of the day, calories in, calories out. Get exercise a couple times a week, be active, watch what you eat. That's basically it.
Well, and on my end, like, because I haven't actually lost the baby weight, I would just say for those of you, what I would want to say to myself, even though I'm really down on myself about this, is like, you created a human. When you're pregnant, your body may look one way, and when that baby comes out, it may look, well, it will look totally different because there's no baby, but you don't ever know what you're going to be left with, and just try to give yourself grace. I do want to lose weight. I do want to be healthy, but it's really hard when you're nursing to diet because you don't want to lose your supply, and that's my number one right now. So,
but yeah,
I don't know. Also, how are you able to get to church every Sunday? I know it's difficult waking up so early and also getting kids dressed and out the door in time. So yeah, so we don't go to church every Sunday. No. We try. ever since Bryony was born, he was mostly working every Sunday, so I did not take them by myself. It just was too much.
And it got to a point where it's like I didn't have a Sunday off for like a month or two. And like then we got really busy.
Right.
And like those Sundays are obviously they're sacred going to church, but for like our family, like that meant like we had time to like go out to breakfast,
right,
or you know,
get stuff
things
done,
like that.
yeah.
Granted, guys, like, you know, obviously you have your opinions on whether or not you should go to church or miss it, but when we don't go, we want to go.
Yeah.
And then when we go, it's like Bryony's got to spit up.
Usually
gotta get fed.
It's,
you know,
we
it's
never
like usually
hear
it's
anything.
like one of us has to be like gone and catering to the kids.
But lately we've been going a lot more, and we plan to keep going now that
we're trying to find a balance, and you know, with my schedule, it's like I'll go when we can, and obviously she can go.
I sometimes take them by myself, but
that's a trip in itself.
Nobody gets anything biblical out of it. Let's just say that. Like,
so
I go, I think it's good, but like, I don't hear anything. Right. I also know you get up early, at least on daycare days, and I was wondering if you could share some tips on how you're able to. I just have a really big drive and a big why behind why I get up early. It's my only me time during the day. The girls almost always stay asleep, minus Bryony maybe feeding once during that time, but I get to drink my coffee in peace, eat my breakfast in peace, and I work on things that I'm passionate about, like our channel, and do my Miracle Morning, which I'm passionate about. I think if you're gonna get up, do something that you're like motivated to do.
Yeah, like with Sarah's Miracle Morning and like working on our channel and stuff like that, for me is getting up to work out, because that's my me time too, because that way I can focus my other half of the time that I'm here when I'm off of work is to family or getting other things done around the house too. So yeah, that's my why. Which parts of the girl's personality is more like mom or dad?
Celia is without a doubt like 105,000% me, in 3-year-old form. She's type A, controlling, like, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but just likes to be in control of her life and know what's going on.
And she's 3, guys.
She loves to dance. Like, blew us away at her first recital.
Yeah, likes coloring, likes drawing. I think she kind of,
which that might be more you if she's good at it. I'm artistic. I'm not good at drawing.
Kids like to doodle and draw and get
She's our little
crafts.
tinkerer. Like, I don't know. She is me. She's very emotional, strong-willed, which I am. So it's karma.
Yeah, and then right now, currently, Bryony's a pretty chill baby.
Yeah, so
we're hoping she's more like me. I'm pretty calm.
Yeah.
Even keel for the most part.
She's so happy. She is like, Celia was like an amazing baby too, but she was a content baby. But Bryony is like overly joyful. Like, she has this look of wonder in her eyes, always smiling, always laughing. Like, if she cries, you know it's like a big deal. And like, even when she's tired, she fusses. She doesn't cry.
Yeah.
She's like just so joyful. Like, I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah,
She just has a
time
love
will tell
for
with
life.
her though, so we'll see.
Yeah, But Celia, all her good parts, all her challenging parts come from her mama. What item would you rush to save in your house, not including family, friends,
like
and
if we had
pets?
fire, I think, right? Or a hurricane or something.
My planner? Is that a bad answer? Photos, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're like all digital now.
I don't know.
Like my vision binder and my planner are like my favorite things right now.
I don't have anything. I mean, a lot of my stuff.
Guns?
Oh yeah.
Protect us?
Oh, yes,
I don't know.
The guns. That'd be it. Because this said excluding other family members and pets, guys.
Right.
Don't make it assume that we care more about material things than our, family.
So
So,
I don't know.
But yeah.
I wouldn't really care. I just want my family to be okay. What are you most proud of in your life that you have achieved? You both always seem so humble and thankful for everything that you have, which is lovely to see. Wow, thank you. Most proud of our kids. I mean, especially coming from infertility, like obviously.
Yeah, and from that stance, I agree.
It's not like we did something to have them. Like, we didn't earn them. You know what I mean? But I feel so proud that we work so hard at parenting. I wouldn't say we're like the best parents, and our marriage, that's true. And I'm just like, I'm really proud of 10,000 subscribers. Like, I know that's not that big in the whole scheme of YouTube, but to us, like, we have worked so hard, and we have such a passion.
And that's kind of like one of those like dreams that like a channel like ours has always had. Every channel has from the beginning to hit that milestone,
and
then hit the next milestone,
and this is like a really
above
big
and beyond
one to us.
the 10K, you know,
because we just want to like make the world a better place, honestly.
And I guess for like personal things, I guess career-wise for me was becoming a sous chef, skipping like however many positions there were from being a lead banquet cook to a sous chef. I was extremely proud of that, but I knew I was capable of it. And like my weight loss.
Yeah.
If you guys have been watching the channel for a while, I've mentioned that we used to be like 200 pounds, and I've lost over 70 pounds, 50 to 70 pounds. I mean, it fluctuates obviously, but yeah, overall I'm very happy with where I've come with my health.
You've worked really hard.
I've worked hard.
And I guess another one for me would be college. I graduated with what's called summa cum laude. Not to brag, but I worked my freaking butt off.
One under the...
No, that's the highest.
That's the highest. There you go.
Yeah, I had to do an essay and like prove why I'm worth that and have this meeting with all these professors. I took college so seriously and with a lot of debt to go along with it, but I'm proud I didn't like waste my education. I mean, I'm not technically using it anymore. I mean, I am. I learned so much about life in college, but I'm just really proud of how hard I worked. And both of your favorite pastimes?
Eating.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love eating.
I love watching YouTube.
Which is why I work
podcasts.
out so much, honestly,
yeah, that's
guys.
True.
What else?
Yeah, we love eating. I love YouTube, podcasts.
Podcasts, yeah. Books.
Reading.
Yeah. Family time is kind of like,
if
you want to call it a pastime, because that's like fills our buckets, you know.
Yeah, like little special outings and stuff. I mean, they never go as planned with little kids, but they're still fun.
Cooking, I guess, obviously.
Yeah.
Smoking. Meats.
I mean, YouTube. Yeah. I don't know. I like going on picnics. Is that a pastime? Did you always feel you'd be in the careers you are in now, and do you want to stay there?
Yeah, I kind of leaned, I actually wanted to be a baker. Like Ace of Cakes was like my thing. Like I wanted to be like cake decorator, pastries, desserts, blah blah blah, but I quickly had a rude awakening when I realized that I do not like baking for other people. And
you had a bad work experience.
Yeah, and that kind of tainted my perception on like baking in the culinary industry. So I'm glad where I'm at, because I get to you know, kind of like you get to experiment as the process goes along. You can see the progress. Like if you're searing a steak, well, if it's going to be overcooked, you better pull that thing off the grill. Whereas if you're baking something, you don't know until that thing comes out of the oven.
That's true.
And you know, I think what I should have gone to school for was the other side, you know, the culinary side. But no, I'm very happy with where I'm at in my career, and this is kind of where I saw myself early on, but not in this position. I thought I would be executive pastry chef somewhere, but I'm happy being a sous chef right now.
Yeah, and work your way up. Yeah. Did I see myself as I don't, quite honestly, I went into college not knowing what the heck I was gonna do. I loved English. I majored in English and then minored in family studies, and then just decided to be a teacher, even though I knew I didn't really want to be a teacher. I just didn't really know what else to do. I probably would have liked elementary education. Not that I hated older ages, it wasn't for me. I'm not going to go into it, but it just wasn't for me. So if I ever went back to teaching, I don't think I would teach like English in the older grades. It would be something else. I don't know. I saw myself, I really wanted to like be able to stay home with our kids, but financially with student loans and stuff, that just wasn't possible. So yeah, this is a way for me to kind of kill two birds with one stone. I'm teaching kids, I'm taking care of my kids, and I like it better than anything else I've done. I mean, I like nannying too, but I like being my own boss. So, and what was the other question? Do you want to stay there? I answered this kind of in my other video, but about daycare, because it was like, what are your goals? And we kind of just live with this, like, we have like loose ideas of where we're headed, but we know life can take you anywhere.
Right.
We like to have our eggs in a few baskets, like our YouTube channel. Like, we don't make a lot of money on it, but there's potential there. Like, if something happened with his job or my job, like, we could maybe make something of this, or you know, and other things that we dabble in. And
currently where I'm at, like, I have like one more level to go, and that's kind of like where it stops.
You could always move
But
places.
I mean, there's other things to become, like director of food and beverage, or maybe switch departments altogether and work for the banquet department. And we're opening, you know, a couple of hotels in the next couple of years, so there's room for other opportunities related to my field, but not necessarily in the kitchen, if that makes sense.
So we're just like open. We don't have like in 5 years we want to be, I want to open a center and he wants to be an executive chef. We're just like working hard at what we're doing and trying to get better and see.
And we enjoy what we do. You know, it's hard as the hours, or as long as the hours can be, and how hard the work can be. We both really enjoy what we do. So,
what are each other's most annoying habits? Can I go first?
You have like a laundry list.
No, I have
habits.
one main thing. I'm trying to figure out how to like put all the habits into one, but like being forgetful and not finishing things, I guess. So like, especially with the daycare, he will sometimes leave scissors out, usually like after hours, but I'm so paranoid because of licensing and things, so I'm like constantly running around like picking things up and be like, you can't leave that out there, I could lose my job. And like just not following through. Like he'll start something and not always finish it. I mean, he's pretty good, but yeah, that's what I would say.
I guess sometimes.
Yeah, he's so like in his head, I think, which is like a good thing, but he gets so in his head that he just like forgets to finish what he's doing because he's thinking about something else.
Sure.
Okay, you go.
Most annoying habit?
How annoyed I get with things.
That would probably be true, because sometimes I'm just like, seriously, but I'm just like, alright, I'll take care of it. And I guess it's just like, I wouldn't say it's annoying, but like, I expect a list every day when I come home. So I'm always looking for it, and if I don't find it, I wonder if there's literally nothing to do, but there's always something to do.
Yeah, it's annoying that I never stop.
Never settle for just a second. That's probably it. But
yeah, like I get annoyed when he lays on the couch or something.
I get yelled at for taking naps.
I know.
So, whatever.
Well,
anyway, next question.
How do you have so much energy? How do you stay so productive?
Okay, guys. Coffee. Coffee. That's coffee.
Well, but I don't feel like I get my energy because I just am that
She gets her energy from being alone, honestly.
That's true. And getting
I'm the
things
same way
done.
too.
I don't know, I get more energized the more I do.
Like,
I'm just a getter-doner kind of person.
It depends on what's going on. Like, yeah, obviously coffee to get the day started, and being productive is just a matter of what I need to get, what has to get done today. And like prioritizing.
Planning. I mean, I live with my planner.
I guess the motivation too. If you have like Sarah, the motivation to get up and do this YouTube stuff or whatever, you know, you got to have energy behind that. It's like, you know, it's a circle. It goes back and forth, you know. Yeah, I think at the core of it is like, why do you want to do X?
Why do you want to be productive at this?
And then like you get energy out of it, you know.
Yeah.
So that's
I don't get motivation. I don't like cleaning, so I don't get motivated. I'm not productive at cleaning, like extra cleaning, because I hate doing it. But I love doing these other things, so I'm very productive at them. I mean, I think part of it's just personality type. I've always been a like go, never settle, never stop, like which annoys him, and I get it. I get annoyed with myself. I have a very hard time relaxing.
There's no relaxing.
I have to plan it. I literally have to write it in my planner. And relaxing to her is like
planning other stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Don't ask me.
Okay. What would you want to do as a career if you weren't a daycare provider? Entrepreneur, honestly. I love YouTube. I love business. That's what I love about my daycare too, is that it's my business, which I am an entrepreneur with that. I mean, I would love to write books. I don't know. I just love the online space. I love getting to know other people around the world. I don't know. There's not like a job I would want to go do. Like, I love daycare more than I think anything else I could really do to be employed somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you have any tattoos, Sarah, or would you want any? I think you guys have probably seen his, so yeah, there's that.
More's coming.
don't ask me my thoughts on that.
She hates him.
I support him because he's my husband. Do I like that thing? Absolutely not, but there you have it. Do I have any tattoos? No. Do I want tattoos? Yes. But here's the quandary.
It's a conundrum.
I want one that only I can see, or like is easy to cover up, but is not in any sexual area, and that I can physically see. Like it's not on my back, because that'd be like a good place, but I want to be able to see it, and I want it to have a ton of meaning but be really small.
So if you guys any suggestions for her.
I want something dream related, like following your dreams, or I've been thinking for years, and I just nothing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it'd have to be the perfect thing to actually get it permanently on my body, and I just can't come up with anything.
Yeah,
so.
I've been encouraging her for a while just to get one, but her like requirements are nuts.
Yeah, there's the only thing I think of is the bottom of my foot, and who's gonna get a tattoo? And then
for me, I'm like, I have like an idea for my next one, but that requires saving and planning. So.
Visitor just woke up from her nap in her sleep sack.
Look how big she's getting, guys.
Who does she look more like? Are you Papa's mini-me? Where were we? I know each child is different in the way you did things with Celia, like feeding schedules, nap. Did you see yourselves approach things differently with Bryony than you did with Celia?
No.
I was gonna say yes. I feel like when it's your second kid, you just know what you're doing a lot more. So we like had fewer expectations, but also knew what to expect.
We're just kind of like, we knew what to expect, so there's not much I had to like really prepare for.
Sure, yeah.
So, and every kid's different, like you said, in the question. So it's like, no, we really didn't change up too much.
Hey. I mean, they're different babies in a lot of ways.
Yeah, they are.
She's, like, Celia always wanted a nurse to sleep. Bryony's not really a comfort nurser, so she's a lot easier to lay down, and that kind of thing. But they're both very mellow. They both have been very mellow. Celia was mellow. She's now 3, so Bryony's still mellow. Very happy, but yeah. Celia's hair is always so cute. Where do you get ideas? That's very sweet.
Papa. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No. I don't know. I mostly do the same things, like a bun or a braid. I usually ask her what she wants. Sometimes I'll do a French braid if she'll sit still. I've always loved doing hair. I'm sure as she gets older, as both of them get older, I'll probably do some more fun stuff if they want it. But I don't like go out of my way looking for ideas. I just like doing hair, I guess. But yeah. And Celia's hair is so thin and so staticky that like it has to be up in some way, and it's always in her face when she's eating if it's down, and it drives me crazy. So how's your Dave Ramsey journey going? So we're still in baby step 2. I mean, we've got a long way to go. We paused when we were pregnant with Bryony to, you know, save up for maternity leave, and the birth costs more, so we're paying that off right now. But I mean, it's going. We're, you know, putting money towards debt, and kind of in this, like, you know, with family planning and stuff, trying to figure out where we're at and what we're gonna do, and planning and all that kind of stuff. So just getting back on track after having a baby, I guess.
This next question fits.
What are your thoughts on baby number 3 now that Bryony's getting a little older?
It's really
oh
funny
my gosh,
because we were just talking about this.
We were honestly just looking up girl baby names. I am not pregnant, no plans anytime soon at all.
Or is she? I'm just kidding. No, guys, we're not pregnant.
We for sure want to try for a third.
Yeah.
For sure, like, there's no question. The second she was born, I was literally like, yep, want another one. Like, I forgot how, like, well, I never really had that with Celia. My birth was so difficult and emotionally hard that after she came out, I was like grieving the birth, and I was so happy that she was here. But with her, I had the full, like, going to the moon and just being so proud of my body and everything. So I was like, I want to do that again. So for sure want a third. Not anytime soon. I mean, we want Celia to be in kindergarten before we have another, because the thought of 3 of my own kids in daycare is
it's a lot.
Plus, like, it's been an adjustment to having 2. I mean, it's going really well, but we'll see how she is before we decide when.
The question probably would come is, do we want a girl or boy? And honestly, I could care
We
less.
keep saying, like, if it was another girl, we'd be so happy.
You know,
If it was
obviously
a boy,
every
we'd be so
guy
happy.
may want a boy, every girl we want a guy, girl we want a girl. But at the end of the day, I'm like, if God will grace us with another child, that's fine.
And we kind of feel like girl parents, like
Yeah.
for a little girl. Like I could totally see us with 3 or 4 girls.
I could too.
I just can't. I can't picture us with a boy.
And I feel
because
bad
we
for the
never had
boy
one.
if he were to come.
Yeah, that's true.
Before.
Keep him in line.
Boy.
Celia will keep any kid in line.
Oh, yeah.
Have you thought about going on a big trip like Disney with the girls, and at what age would you do that? There are no plans for any big trips. If we did any trip to Florida, it's to see family, and it'd be a really cheap going with other family.
We want to make sure all the kids can understand what's going on at Disney before we commit to that.
Yeah, we don't want to go when there's
because when I went, it wasn't that long ago, but there's a lot of little kids that are like, you know, Bryony's age that like, it's just overstimulation for them, and it's like I want them to be able to actually remember things or like know who these Disney princesses are.
And honestly, like traveling is so hard with little kids. At least ours have been difficult. And we want to like fully enjoy the experience as much as we can. And when they have to take lots of naps and stuff, I just don't really want to be in that age range when it happens.
Right.
Also, just curious what Sam does for his job.
So I'm a sous chef, which is directly under the executive chef. I report directly to him. I basically like run the kitchen, like I'm the conductor of the kitchen, like the flow of like work, what gets prepped. You know, I assist in ordering, I do orders. Eventually I'm gonna learn how to do like scheduling, administrative, P&L, all that stuff. I did inventory the other day, just learning how to do that. Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna be 30 this year, and I think, you know, I didn't see myself ever becoming a sous chef for a while, so I was very surprised that
it was 4 years
I had this opportunity land in my lap,
almost.
because like in the previous question earlier in the video, I jumped from a couple of positions to become a sous chef, which is I think very awesome, honestly, and you know, I'm really proud of it.
You were like 25, 26 when you became a sous chef.
And you know, in order to do that, if you guys are watching this and you have people that you know in the field or anything like that, it comes down to like your drive and how much you trying to go get after it, you know, and just working hard and being honest and being humble, you know, and show your talent, you know, because that's where it got me where I am today. Yeah. So, and I, you know,
and
you always think like, you know, executive chefs are the older guys, you know, running the show, and then the sous chefs are like not that much younger than they are, you know, so I kind of shatter that stereotype a little bit. I don't know, maybe that's just me, maybe that's in my head, but that's what I do. So the next question is what do we use to film and edit our videos.
We talked about editing.
Editing was, you know, Adobe Premiere, but this camera right here is a Canon G7X Mark II. It's a second, it's not, there's like the regular one, and then this is the newer one. And we also occasionally bring out the Canon 70D. That's once in a while, for like, you know, if we're trying to be like really cinematic, or, you know, we take, sometimes we take photos with them and place them in the videos. That comes with, we bought a Rode video mic to go with that. It's a,
we'll link to all this below.
It's a shotgun mic that attaches to it for better sound quality. And we have lights, and we have, there's a lot of things we want to get to, but this is, we use this as a bread and butter. We don't have a room
to put all this in, so that's what gets complicated.
I mean, eventually, as the channel grows and as we have more time, you know, hopefully, we would like to invest in more lenses, different equipment, you know, maybe like a, what are they called? The Diva lights, you know, things like that, and backdrops, green screens, who knows? I mean, you can get down a wormhole of that, but we're happy with what we have, and it's, we use, guys, like for a while, the old point and shoot power shot by Canon, that did a job for years, you know, and when we upgraded to this, it was a big step forward for us. And
okay, last question. Your hair looks great.
Thanks.
What kind of products do you use in your hair after you wash it? I saw your 3-minute hairstyling video with the wand. What was the brand of oil you used? So, guys, I am low maintenance. I mean, I'm not the lowest maintenance, but I'm pretty low maintenance. Especially with makeup and stuff. Like, I do the same exact thing every day. So, for hair, I use the Argan Oil of Morocco, like penetrating oil or something. It's supposed to make your hair smooth or something. I use that after I get out of the shower, and all I do in the shower is wash and dry. I try to get like a shampoo and conditioner that doesn't have like all the crap in it that is often put in shampoo and conditioner. And I put that in my hair, leave it in. I usually shower at night, so that dries in my hair at night, and then mostly I have my hair up most of the time, but for videos then I just curl it with a wand. I have naturally pretty wavy hair. I look crazy in the morning, so you could probably attest to. So it holds a curl really well, so that's why I just use the wand. I do 2 layers and I'm good to go. But that's just because of my hair type. And somebody did say something about my skincare routine, which just made me laugh so hard, because my skincare routine goes like this. Try to remember to wash your makeup off at night.
Wash your face.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I use coconut oil as my moisturizer.
Yeah. And I guess for me, like, I use, what's it called? African...
Black soap.
Yeah, black soap. That stuff is amazing.
He's got the oily skin.
Yeah.
I've got very dry skin and
I
very
use that
little
as
acne.
I bought, like, if they make soap, bar soap, I use that as my face wash, and it's helped tremendously.
Yeah.
And obviously with diet and exercise
Yeah.
and, you know, intermittent fasting, that's helped a lot too,
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, in high school and stuff, I would get breakouts, but now as an adult, unless I'm pregnant or whatever, I really rarely get breakouts, and I think I just got lucky in the skin area, because I don't ever have black circles.
Yeah,
or
I'm hoping that our kids have her skin, because
I don't know about this one. She's got very sensitive skin.
sensitive everything.
Yeah, so anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you got to the end of this video, now that we've answered questions, our questions for you is, what are your favorite types of video on our channel besides daycare videos? Because we know daycare videos are pretty popular, but what kinds of other things do you want to see? We hear people say cooking, but then those cooking videos don't get very many views, so it doesn't seem to line up. But is it time management? Is it stuff for working moms, working dads, parenting? Like, what do you guys want to see? Because this channel is for you. We don't want to put videos out if nobody's going to watch them. That doesn't make any sense. So let us know what you guys want to see. More vlogs, day in the life,
also,
whatever.
another question is, would you guys be interested in doing, like, having us do occasionally, like, a live video?
Yeah.
Of whatever category.
Give us
type
some ideas.
Like, even we've thrown around the idea of doing, like, a live cooking video.
Like, just
when
on
the
a
time
weeknight
makes
or
sense, you know, when Celia and babies aren't being crazy, so something like that.
Which is hard to predict.
Yeah. And I think one of you guys mentioned a podcast.
We would love to do
we
a
would
podcast.
love to do it, you know, guys, but our plates are full.
So
you
full.
know?
And I don't know how that would be different than what we already do on YouTube.
I mean, I've thrown another idea around for so long now. I mean, like, there's ideas that I want to do on it and run with, but it's time, guys.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all our subscribers. We love our glue sticks. Thank you.
Brian says thank you so much for watching.
Have a good day. Bye, guys.
Bye, baby.
She's tired.